Well, it's the last day of their little challenge, and kol hakavod to everybody who's made it through. And perhaps we'll just talk today a little bit about the apple dipped in honey. This evening we will dip our apples in honey. We'll make a blessing, B'rei 8, and say Sheyeh Shana Tova U'Metuka, that it should be a good and prosperous new year. Now, why the apple and why the honey? So there's an interesting Hasidic insight that when we look at the apple, the uniqueness in the apple is, interestingly enough, not what many people think, that the Garden of Eden, that the Eitz Hadat, the tree of knowledge, was the apple. But in fact, if you go to the book of Bereshit, you see that there were two trees in the middle of the garden. There's the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and there's the tree of life. And initially Adam and Eve were prohibited from eating from the tree of knowledge, but permitted to eat from every other tree. Once they ate from the tree, they were then prohibited to eat from the tree of life. And the entrance to the Garden of Eden was closed off. So what was this tree of life that now, so to speak, we're not allowed to eat? So one way or another is that there are certain Hasidic opinions that suggest that the tree of life was the apple. Now, why can we eat it now? I don't know. But the symbolism behind it, especially on Rosh Hashanah, is why do we take an apple? Is that the apple is the tree of life. That we want another year, we want life. So we eat from the tree of life, so to speak, in order that we should have another year. But we don't just want another quantitative year. We don't want another 354 days. We want a sweet new year. We want a year that's going to be, qualitatively different, improved on this year. So that's why we dip it in honey. That the honey should be symbolic of that the year is not only that we should have another year, but it should be a good and sweet new year. I wish you all Shana Tova B'tichateim, that you should be inscribed in the book of life, and wish you well over the fast, and see you soon. All the best.